I finally gotten to 1300 and I keep falling below it. It's not blunders, it's not openings. I think players at 1300 have a completely different problem than players at 1200. And we know enough to get here, but not enough to stay here. So today, I am going to find out what that problem actually is. So here we go. I'm going to jump into a 10-minute game, and I'll be playing with the black pieces. And we're going to see if we can't figure out what it's causing. So Juguatan 1954 is playing King's Pawn, and we'll see what we get here. Okay, this is a very, very interesting opening that I always feel like, if just when I've seen them all, I see something that's different. And so here we go. We're going to jump into this opening, and I'm going to just kind of try to play principle, just play the same, stuff that I commonly play, and see if we can maybe figure out what the problem is. Okay, so far, everything looks really, really standard. I'm going to go ahead and castle before I even pull up my bishop. I'm thinking already about just putting my knight here. Because if he takes, I take back, and I take back with an attack on his knight. And that seems pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I could take back with my bishop, and the good side of that would be that I preserve my pawn chain. And I don't do anything there. All right, so first I'm going to just kind of try to kick out his bishop. I have a feeling, okay, so this is good. That was what I hoped would happen. All right, so this is a very common thing. I feel like he's now going to, he's attacking my queen, but what he wants me to do is move somewhere where he can now attack my rook and win this pawn. That pawn is pretty vulnerable. So really the only place I can come is right back to where I was. And so that's what I'm going to do. And okay. And so again, now I am going to take back with my bishop. So now I am attacking this pawn, which he saw, and he's guarding it. But nothing else can really, he's got no pawn here. He's got no pawn here. So my bishop is in a really good spot there. And now I'm thinking about, if I come here, he kind of has to go here or here. I suppose he could go here. Or I can just do this. I'm not really planning to take here. I'm just trying to develop my pieces, and I might go ahead and just kick him out. And I have a feeling he's going to go here or here or here. Okay, so he goes there. If I take, he takes back. I don't know that that's really a good trade, right? So I'm going to come here. Let me first really quickly just think about what is he doing. So he moved his last move. He moved his bishop, probably, I'm guessing, so that he can castle. Does he have any checks? Does he have any kind of captures or threats? Not really. He might move here. I'm not worried about that. So I'm going to put my rook here just to protect. All right, and so now let's see what he hasn't castled yet, but I think he's thinking about castling here. So I might still come here, and if he takes here, I'm actually going to first, okay, so he does that, and that's good. I don't want to take because he's just going to bring his queen out. That helps him kind of develop. I could push this pawn. He would take, I would take, but then, maybe what I'll do is I'll prepare that move. So I'll think about that. And in the meantime, he might trade bishops. And if he trades bishops, I'm actually going to take back with my pawn, with this pawn. So that would open up my F file. So I'm already kind of thinking about attacks. And now Jugwutan, and I'm not trying to make fun of him. I just legitimately don't know how to pronounce Juguton. I'll just call him Juguton. Juggy. All right, so interesting. He's going for a trade. I don't want to make this trade. If I make the trade, he's just going to take back with his bishop. One idea is just to kind of keep things spicy and interesting. I could come here, and then if he does want to make this trade and I go like this, I do a discovered attack on his queen. If I'm here, though, he's probably going to push this pawn. Well, he wouldn't do that, I don't think. So let's do that first. Let's push this pawn. And if he takes my bishop, yeah, I mean, I take back with this discovered attack. Okay, so now he is thinking about taking my, he's very clearly thinking about taking my bishop. And so I'm just going to protect my bishop. And do I want to take with this? I'm going to take here. So that way he doesn't move this pawn. And all right, discovered attack on his queen. He saw it. He comes back. No big deal. Now if I go here just to kind of, attack his pawn chain, he takes, I take. He still could take because I don't have a good. Actually, yeah, I'll do that. Let's do that. So, just trying to, break apart this little thing that he's got going on. I mean, we're even right now. So what he has going for him is just a little bit of a better pawn structure than I have. All right, so he's clearly now coming after this pawn, and I'll just come down here. Just to protect my e-pawn. All right, so now he's thinking about, hey, what if we bring this guy down here, start attacking here? So, I don't really want to trade anything, but what I could do is this, then this, then this, well, then this. So then he wins another pawn. Let's go ahead and just put this here. I'm trying to see if there's like a way I can... white pieces always have a little bit of an advantage going first. But sometimes throughout the game, you have an opportunity to switch that around, and I feel like I haven't quite done that yet. He's rook on the 7th is in heaven, which means, what's the opposite of heaven for me is not good, right? So I need to be cautious of that. And what should I do here? Maybe I'll just try to kick him out, If I go here, I mean, he's just going to then come here, and then maybe I'll go back again. So I'm going to offer to trade, and well, now I'm really thinking about bringing my rook back over here. But let's see. If I do that, then he comes down here, right? I give him a check. He moves his king. Let's go ahead and start there. Let's start with that. And what I could do actually is okay. Let's try it again. Let's see if we just keep getting a repeat. I'm already down to 3.5 minutes, and so, I do want to be cautious about that. I don't know if that's the right play, because if I do that, he's just going to stay right here, right? So let's just go. Well, I got control of that file. Let's just push for right now, and let's see what he does. Okay, he's thinking about pushing a pawn. So now I am going to come up here. And I'm going to attack this pawn, at least to slow him down a little bit. And maybe what I'll do. Maybe I'll do this. So right now, this pawn is protected. And I'm going to come here. And then maybe I'll do is I'll put my queen here. And so that way, if he does push this pawn, you know, I've got two defenders, or two attackers on A. I am going to start moving a little faster just because I am a little low on time. But meanwhile, while he has a ton of time and he is up a pawn, I need to, you know, try to be smart. So I need to be careful about the fact that I've got my queen and my king right here. If for some reason, you know, he wrapped his rook around and then rerouted his queen here, he could win a queen. So I do need to be careful about that. What I'd love to do actually is get my queen on f4, just protecting this square. And then if he did try to bring his rook back around, I could give him, you know, one of these. But honestly, I would love to get rid of this pawn so that I can create a pass pawn that maybe is a little bit of my priority. And I know I'm sure that he's thinking about the fact that the moment he moves, okay, so he does want to move. No doubt he wants to move those pieces, right? So let's do this. Let's do this, and I am going to think about coming back around and doing this again. He's being very protective, and I feel like, you know, that's good. Like he sees what I'm doing. He's very much considering my play and what I'm going to be doing. And so what I want to do is I'm going to first come here. All right. And now I'm going to come here. Now I need to be careful because do I want to do that? He has 1, 2, 3 moves away from queening. I have, if I move here, let's do this. I'm now at least attacking this guy. All right, what is that attacking? I'm just going to come down here. And the reason is because if for some reason he gets down here, I'll have, you know, 2 pieces in that corner. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking. All right, he won a pawn. I just totally missed. No, he didn't. He didn't win a pawn. He is still thinking about that, and I could have just won a pawn. Dang it. All right. Let's get my king just sort of, I'm just going to make a move just to try to make him make a move. And now I'm going to come here. And now if he moves here, I'm just going to take his pawn. I don't think there's a lot he can do. He could potentially try to win this pawn. Okay, so he's going to go for that pawn. And maybe I come back over here again. Oh, he still took this pawn. Stupid. I mean, he hasn't yet, but all right. What in the world, John? What are we thinking about? I'm making a couple of dumb moves, and that's okay. I could probably trade. Let's do this. Now I could probably take this guy. Let's see. takes, push. I'm going to do it. Take. He's going to have to first get into place. He needs at least 3 more moves to make a queen. And I think that I'll be able to protect. I should be able to. So. Oh, man. Oh, snap. Okay, let's do this. Man, I'm running out of time. Ah! Check. A check is good. Sheesh. This gets crazy, does it not? Man, I just ran out of time. At the end of the day, I just don't have enough time, and I'm down 2 pawns, and the game is over. So, good game. Man, he played great, and now he's looking to just trade, and I'm just not going to do that. Not yet. So, $20 seconds. Can we do it? Can we do it? The answer is no, probably not. He would have to make a really, really bad mistake for me to be able to win at this point. So I don't see that happening. He has 3 minutes. All he has to do is make random moves for 8 seconds, and it's game over for me. Imagine I checkmate him right now. How cool would that be? I'm just going to pre-move. I'm pretty sure this game is over, but I'm just making a pre-move because I only have 0.4 seconds. And okay, good game. Man, so what is it? What is it that keeps me down from from being able to I go 1302 down to 1290 something, up to 1304. What is it? Let's hear it. You got comments, and if you guys have thoughts, I would love to hear them. I'm going to review this, and in the meantime, be sure to subscribe and follow along if you're not, already. But, 66% against his 67%. We played pretty similarly. He actually had 2 blunders. So let's just kind of break this down. I'm not going to do terribly long of a review. Openings doesn't, to me, I wouldn't have made a difference in this game because I didn't recognize really his opening. So I would have just kind of played these kind of moves anyways, just very standard development type moves. At this point, it's got me up a point, I'm more developed than him. And even here, it's got me up a point and 3/4, so it's like, they didn't like that move. It wanted me to first, okay, so if I do this, he does this, and then this, and then this, and then what? And then this, okay, and then he almost wins a piece, but he doesn't win a piece. So that's got me up 4.5 points at this point. Yeah, because then his knight is trapped here. Dang, I didn't see this. How many of you guys saw this? Don't tell me you saw it. You guys didn't see it. I'm just kidding. I'm sure probably a good amount of you guys did, and I did not. That's okay. At this point, I'm still up by a piece, according to Stockfish, the computer liked. Probably just wanted me to push this pawn. If he takes, I take, he takes, I take. And where does that end us? That puts me at still around the same. So it would have just been fewer pieces on the board. Nothing really changes. Did not like that. It did not like that. It wanted me to save my my bishop, and so, but it's okay. We just did a lot of trades and trades and trades and trades and trades, and then from this point on, it's just like trades everywhere. Now that was not a trade. What it wanted me to do is actually bail my king out. It wanted me to go here, and if I'd have done that, I'm still down by a half point. So the minute he got his, this was the point where we were kind of even, and then from this point on, now he's actually winning in terms of development and whatever. I should have just taken. Here I'm actually down a piece and a half, and we just trade. I lost a pawn, so you could say maybe the reason is just simple things like I didn't calculate enough to realize that I was going to lose a pawn right here. So when I did this, he takes, I take back, I lose my B pawn. Man, just fighting for a pawn. I honestly, look, I'm down 2.5 points now. Fighting for a single pawn is something that up to 1300, you're not thinking that way. I could say because I'm there. You're thinking about how can I win minor pieces? How can I fork? How can I win out of the gate from the opening? How can I checkmate? You're not thinking about pawns until the endgame. And we're not in an endgame technically, I guess, because we got kings on the board. That was a stupid move. Honestly, just don't really know why I did that. I should have probably just taken here. This might have then resulted in, okay, a trade and a check. And now I'm up. No, he's up still material here. Right? Am I reading that analysis bar wrong? Wait, did it not just tell me to move here, but then it told me it was a mistake? Tell me exactly how this thing works. It suggests a mistake. I don't understand it. All right, and then this part, at this point, I win a pawn. Man. So here, yeah, he's still up 1.5 points. And now he's up 4 points. Now I'm just trying to push. And I should have just taken his pawn. That was a blunder. Let's show it. Show the free piece. Because if I do this, I could have taken his pawn. And it would have protected this pawn. So arguably, you could say one of the biggest things at this level is just simply pawns, valuing pawns, chasing down pawns, protecting your pawns, thinking in pennies, thinking in like how can I win 1 point instead of just in dollars. So that's the lesson I learned. I'm going to try to implement that in my next video. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.